Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
What? 190. 59. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Here we go.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, alert! 13!
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 52.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Tate's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Buying time to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
64, 12, 12.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Reed, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team.
It's caught inside the 25. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Wilson. This is caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. It's Coleman here. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yo, type in the chat if y'all can hear me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go. 12, Bill. 12, Bill. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump at it as things continue to move on.
That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
55.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
11. Boy. 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get off the field.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away.
Come on, bro. That's an easy play.
Here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Defense wins championships, baby. 21. Hey, Haywood. Watch the slant. Hey, Mike, that hunt.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
This is Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Hey, alert.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got his man. This is Tate. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Damn.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, Charlie.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. And even 40 yards.
Here we go.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Garoppolo finding Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I got this.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone to throw to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, alert! Hey, box truck. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, watch the leg. Watch the edge. 11. Hey, come on.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And an alley to run.
To the crowd.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the 1st down sack, Wilson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And this is caught off a deflection. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Garoppolo. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, Nate.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. But now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
11.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
11.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world.
11.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
Oh, man, how's he not in the playoffs? That's crazy.
This football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Two. Lock. 1, Omaha. Go ahead. Stand high.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hey, wahoo! Six.
And that'll set him back 5.
Here we go. 180. Coming to you. 65. Check 43.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, alert. 21.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. The 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six and that decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this route.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusives. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Or conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like
he's got a man, complete. 36 yards on the play. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of them. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I am sick.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, Let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They run with Breida, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He was taken down by K.J. Wright. A gain of 2.
They run again with Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. First down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, it will wind up a 500 season.
I turned in what's the name? No. We're in Hollywood. Chris Johnson.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, Vic. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Vick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Harold Landry in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So here's the punter, Ryan Allen, to kick this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. Now Davis fumbles it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Young on 4th down. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run. It's Campbell. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Vick to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. To throw, Vick. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready. Go. Check 13.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now here's Vick. And he's got his man on the out route. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Vick now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 21-0 our score after 1. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Check.
Now Young. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Vick. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd down, it's George. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half.
Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
He was brought down by Alexander. 5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You got it. You got it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. D Ford in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Oh, this one is no good. Fairbairn hangs it out to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you don't have to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's a party now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. This will be the final play of the half. Vic, and this is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now here's Young. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they run with Campbell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And able to find Dorsett. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Vic operating on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go.
They will indeed go for it. Vic eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked a field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing Vic. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, George. And some room to maneuver. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 82 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. D. Ford, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Vic readies to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That throw by Vic incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Come on, QB, come on. No, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now a first down throw for Young. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away. 3rd and short yardage. Vic. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. Quick slant there. Gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play. It'll be Vic once more. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack on first down, Vic, it'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. Vic. D. Ford in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's George. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
On first down, Campbell. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Campbell, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown. Number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go. Here we go.
A first down carry for Foster. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Forced out to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. On 3rd and 1, here's Vic. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Young throwing on 4th down. Open man. It's a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the flat. Watch the flat.
Here's Campbell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Tigers, run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only team.
Hey man, GG. I said JJ.
Hey, bro, I'm on you ugly, ball head, that little ass get ball ugly, boy. Hey, tell Steve what his that day my mom with you. I bet ugly, boy, look so.
Your feet.
What?
A spider. Are you from around here? Your name is Toby.
Whoa, chicken in the soup.
Just like my cousin, man. Look, man, she had my great auntie passed away. She lived in Florida. She up in the same house for our home. Yeah. So she got down me running around my cousin down her son.
Please call me, and I got my ass tased. Bump, trump, don't bust my bump. Trump, don't bust my bump.
Found that nigga dead in the house. They thought he had shot himself. He had bad shit.
I didn't brush my teeth in like 3 days. I didn't brush my teeth or take a bath. In 3 days, I didn't brush my teeth or take a bath. But guys, do not use condoms. Do not use condoms. You're gonna get pregnant. So don't use them. Cut them off your life. Don't use them. Don't use condoms. You're gonna get pregnant.
Your pants, my pussy bloody, my pussy bleeding.
Hi, I'm Brian.
Get my first check this week. I'm coming down there. You know when, nigga, I put aside when. I got to get it like the nigga work too much, man. I work too much. Yeah, last time I came down there, hell, I couldn't even make it out there because of work. Oh, shit, I think last time I came out there, radio, the first nigga I hit up. Hey, nigga, I'm out here. Yeah. Shit, I walked. I slid about. Yeah, I came out there from my damn foot. Yeah. All right, Hollywood. Yeah. What's up, though, Chris? Hey, money. Money. Trying to jump on this dude, motherfucker. He already on that. I don't know. Yeah, he on it already. You can jump on that motherfucker as soon as I finish this slump. Let me hit that slump. I ain't played it. Bro, I picked up a cold turkey trunk. Man, that's what it's going to have to take. Bro, I bullshit you not. I tried think I could do it. You know how long you been since I smoked a cigarette? I tried to release over 3 months. I ain't had the desire to, nigga, like people at work when they do some shit. Like I still be going around the niggas that still smoking shit, and that shit don't bother me no more. Like my body don't even desire this shit. Like when I smell one, I don't even want the urge to smoke no more. Even when I get a drink, like I think about it, but I won't do it, dog. I'm telling you, I feel so much better without not being able to smoke. I did 2 weeks. I did 2 weeks without it. Boy, I damn near died. I tried as soon as I smelled one. Shit, I was on straight to the smoke. That's how I was. Shit, I'm fine. Smoke your man, smoke your shit. I ain't smoking. That what he gonna say from old lady to get on my ass. Yeah, that's what mine too. And then it's not even that. I just like, I ain't want to I'm breathing. Yeah, mine. And I'm telling you, since I started smoking weed, like I'm still gonna smoke. I still can't believe that nigga. I done dropped the way you nigga done picked it up. Yeah, I'm 295 now. Shit. 230. Nigga, you sound like a loop. Yeah, 295, man. I can take about 240. Nigga sound like an aerospace. Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
That nigga sound like an aerospace. 295. 295 South. Like, motherfucker.
What's so funny? What's so funny? Oh, yeah, I ain't like that. Yeah, it was me the whole time. Yeah. Hey, yo, yo. You. That's tough. Yeah, yeah, this is so funny. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. What's so funny? What's so funny? I can hoop too. Why he leave the party? Yeah, they're. Hey, Heather.